Sisters, when they Nigeria. On a day. This not smart, a judge. All right, me now from Delta State. Delta, the home of Nigeria's crude oil. Yes, now there from come. All right? And I love Nigeria so well. You see, the way they do my thing, like somebody, like the one that they say, he carried the thing for head. Yes, I carry Nigeria for head. I carry Nigeria for head for a reason. I carry Nigeria for head because I suffer for inside Nigeria. When I did Nigeria, I suffer well. I suffer. Right? And many people not go fit to understand waiting they push me, waiting they drive me. If they understand them, they're going to follow me like never before. All right, but you know me, I come with a different idea, new idea. I know, say, every new idea, when it comes down, they go first resist them. All right? All the great men who came with great ideas, they first resist them. They first resist. They even kill some of them. They kill some. They kill a lot. All right? Not so they talk, say, then kill Jesus Christ, right? Because he came with a different idea, new idea. All right? So waiting as their Bible talk, the way that they write that thing for Bible, Jesus name be the Almighty God. All right? Okay? So he exists in three forms. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Okay? This is what we're taught. You know, me, I enter primary school now. Catholic primary school. I from started. They call it Holy Rosary Catholic School. Okay? And those times, the Reverend Father I will get now, white man, Reverend Father Taunton. Okay? And when they take do things, they be like say, na them be God, self God. The way when they go take arrange that Holy Communion, that cup, and with all those sparkling white thing when they take white palm. You self go fear. All right? So now that kind of environment. But if I tell you, say, I not learn anything good for all those times, I lie. I will lie. I learned so many goods about moral. Okay? Plus, say we be from Africa to father and mother taught us how to be good children. And then village, and then they raise Peking. And not be these days now when somebody touch your Peking, you go carry police. No. If another man putting hand on top of you, fear not go even go let you go tell your father at home because you already know, say you do something bad. And if your father here or your mother here, then go add joiner. That was the environment. But things change now. Things supposed to change for the better, but things change for the worse. Everybody now be doing own. Even parents self not even get time for their children anymore. Everybody carry a phone, they press for hand. So even small people carry phone. So much distraction. Television, they raise children. Instead of children being raised their fathers and mothers. And that's why we grow up at an era now, we did the era now when children will they tell you your own history. They will tell you the history of your origin. Like Ned Nwoko, they tell us. One of my younger ones, he called me, I think they say they live for Switzerland. He called me one day, began warn me. The mother is my younger sister, very young. Mother is a very young person to me in the family. Now my cousin. Now in Peking when I don't even know. I don't even know when that boy was born. He called me, say, this is the one I did do for a new man because I get power, because I get money, or I get voice, and where they take rich people. Say, this is the one I did do. Make I stop him. But because if I come home, they go deal with me. That's what my cousin's son told me. I look up, I look down. I don't know what I go down. I carry a phone, I call him mother. The mother not answer. So I send a message, look voicemail. This boy when they talk, him father and my classmate for primary school. Him mother and my junior cousin. So I can't leave voicemail for them. Then they answered back. They tell me, say, no, be done, send them. I know. I tell them, say, no, say, not done, send them. That boy is crazy. Why? It's because he's listening to the wrong voice. He's reading the wrong text messages. He's listening to crazy people. Ned Nwoko wants to sell us out. And then he won't use us sabotage Igbo people so that Igbo people, when the whole Nigeria, they cheat since independence. You carry, say you won't go do a Nyoma, put them for Igbo land. Nah, come on now. Igbo people need 2 states. And I've been at the forefront of talking about, say, the Igbos, make we balance Nigeria. And the only way to balance Nigeria, give Igbo people 2 states. And no other place in Nigeria should agitate for any other state. Yes. Now, Ned Nwoko, who pay arm, I don't even know what kind of work when they do. And it's supposed to be our servant, not our God when we worship. How will my servant be telling me what to do? Majority of us are telling him no. So now, so that boy come begin to award me a different history. Because if they listen to Ned Nwoko, I say no. Now, I talk to a father, he tell me, say, my brother, you know how me and you did for primary school? From primary 1 to 6, now me and you did. My mama gone there. I tell her, say, no, I don't want to make trouble. I just say, make I tell her, I'm not going to tell this speaking. At least make her respect me as an older person in the family. So anyway, that matter can end like that. I not talk to anybody about it. I didn't even tell my brother. Because if I tell them, they will, be angry. So now the situation what we did for Nigeria now. We don't know, many young people don't even know what it takes to be a Nigerian. But before I go, I did a show today, on ONN, on YouTube. Over 15,000 people watched it. It was good. It's about insecurity in Nigeria. If you look me now, you will see the link there. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons I just say, like I talk to Nigerians. It was explosive. It was raw. Very raw. Very, very raw. You don't tell when all of us, they fear, they hide. Some people will tell me, say, this thing when they do, they take a lot of risk. They go kill you. They go, come on now. They go kill me. Kill me for what now? For speaking the truth, for exercising my right to freedom of expression, my right to choice, my right to life, my right to freedom of association, my right to worship whatever I call God, and my right to self-determination. You want to kill me because of that? So that's the impression that they have in Nigeria. Now, flip it on the other side. Oh, because you think you know me well, right? You know me enough. Why you can't be saying, now me, then they fear? Make I not go kill them. So you don't underrate me. You know how much the capacity when I get to do things. So who write down somewhere saying now one person now I get more access to the weapon of destruction. Anyway, I am not that kind of person. But if you make me a case or you decide that you want to kill me and I know about it, I take threats very seriously. Let me go. I'll go for you first. All right, so may we not get to that point yet. All right, but the people want to say, Nigeria, now warning that they warn you. You have taken advantage of our people for a very, very long time. And if you think, say, you are crazy, there are more people who are more crazy, very, very crazy people. But you may underrate them and think you can run over them like you run over Nigerians in Nigeria. Be very careful. Your cup is about full. And we're going to empty it to count. Now, this brings me to something. Why Nigeria is the way it is. For 65 years, we have not had the benefit of being led by the right type of people. We are led by people who divide the country. We are led by people who talk only about their tribes, region, and religion. And even at that, they are talking about their region. It's not benefiting anybody from their region. They are talking about their tribe. It's not benefiting anybody. But they use those things to exploit and steal from Nigeria and put the money in their pocket. The people in their places are the poorest people on earth. They are the most people that have no access to anything, no access to healthcare, no access to education, no access to infrastructure, no access to shelter, no access to good drinking water, no access to nothing. But every time they will front with the name of that region, they will front with the name of their tribes, they will front with the name of religion. And these people, when we talk about religion, they are hypocrites. You know hypocrites? Those who pretend to know God, but they don't know God. They don't serve God. They are evil. A hypocrite is one who will steal everything in his possession. Yes, they will put him in power in government. Government is supposed to be more holy than church self. If you are a leader of people, you are put in position of authority as government. Hey, Lizano, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you here. Yes. And if they put you in position of authority, like you're a governor, you are governing the state. You are governing church. You are governing mosque. You are governing everybody. Your responsibility is higher and more spiritual than that of a church pastor. All right? Because you are dealing with human beings. You are dealing with blood. You are dealing with the people's history. And you are dealing with their future. It's not an opportunity for you to steal everything and put in your pocket. And then lord it over the people. People will tell you, our leader, our leader. Why are they calling you your leader? You are supposed to be a servant and not a god over them. I know this one they pain Nigeria. They don't like to hear. Those criminals who call themselves leaders, they don't want to hear because they are dealing with people. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. They are dealing with people who have been repressed, that they repressed them. They have enslaved them. They have used poverty as a weapon against them. Yes. And it's not good. You know, our people, there's something my people call Onweswan. When anything that you do that is associated with curse, people are cursing you for being a thief. It is generational. It happens. It impacts your children. It impacts your generation. Because it's a curse. You are stealing people's blood. Yes, people die because of what you refuse to do. The road you did not build right. The hospital you did not build or put medicine inside it. Yes, the electricity, you know that you could have gotten a better equipment to make it work. Then you went and take a scrap and put the rest of the money in your pocket. Yes, it's going to come back and haunt you. Public money is not anything anybody should just put in his mouth and eat it like that. No, it's not. It's even deadlier than you going to take offering from the altar. Catholic altar, no, that's the only one I know that he used to be an altar, not the other fake altars. Yes, that is how dangerous it is. But Nigerian leaders, they don't understand. Well, because the right type of people never lead Nigeria. No, look at it now. You are looking at me, Nigerian, you are here. Check your governor, your state governor. Okay, let's start from Bola Tinubu, rogue president of Nigeria. Thief. Number one, big thief. Thief. Yes. He thief come America. Yes. We don't know anything about his family. Nobody know him father, nobody know him mother. He not get brother, he not get sister. Elementary school when he go, we don't know. High school when he go, we don't know. Classmate, he not get. You think say Nigerian that man be? I doubt if it's Nigerian. Now people say it's from Guinea. Yeah, and maybe perhaps it's a Fulani. Yes, very, 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 very most likely. Yes, but everything about him is shrouded in secrecy. And we went to bed He went to State University of Chicago. That's what they say. I've been to that school. That school is not. It's a crappy school. Yeah, very crappy. All right. Anything can truly happen there. But I live in America. I don't want to run down that school. But I know what I know. All right. I know what I know. Okay. That school, anything can happen. You can buy anything you want. Okay. Because of the quality of people who are running it. Yes, he went there in another forged person's name. Okay, now Kasalakon burst. Make we find out more about how you go to school. All right, he was a drug dealer here, big commercial drug dealer. His drug dealing has killed many thousands of Americans. You know how drug does? It destroys families, it destroys generations. So it creates generational crisis, generational poverty. Have you ever seen any person who is on drug? You need to see who drug. It be like where thunder pass. That whole family will destroy it. You put them on the line to eternal poverty. That's what if this evil man they call Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done to American families and families from around the world. America arrested him. Everything when they do under the sun. Not anything that I'm doing because I hate him. He's a criminal. They put him through trial and they negotiated it. America love money. They asked him to pay $500,000. He paid them. And they tell us, okay, leave. Instead of putting him behind bars. Yes, at that time. They let him go. He came to Nigeria and became an Oba. When they talk, he becomes senator. Before senator finish, he become governor of Lagos State for 2 times, 8 years. And during those 8 years, he stole everything in Lagos. It's not like Lagosians don't know. It's not like Nigerians don't know. And any person who tried to be in his way died. Yes. Any person who tried to be in his way died. They died. Yes, Nigerians. Now what for now? They died. He became a kingpin. Whoever he says should live, will live. Any person he says should die, will die. Whoever he pronounces governor is governor. A whole members of the state, a whole Lagos State House of Assembly, he is the one that put them there. And Nigerians love this. He did so much. He brought a bullion van. You know, that security van that they take carry money. Loaded it with a lot of money. Where did he get this money from? Oh no, Nigerians will never ask questions about money. Show me the money. That's all they want to see. Show me the money. See where we are right now. He was doling out money. People, they call him Jagaban. All right? Then he became national leader of APC. Oh, Lord of mercy. Yes. They say, oh, he knows politics. He knows how to support people. And that's how he built his network. Network of evil. Check everybody around him. Check everybody at Sanwo-Olu. Check his criminal record. Google his name, Sanwo-Olu, as we did talk. Put Sanwo-Olu criminal record. Put Femi Gbajabiamila. He was in Georgia, state of Georgia, here in the United States. Criminal. He was jailed. He went to prison. He came out and then returned to Nigeria. Governor of Ogun State, Abiodun, he was jailed in the state of Florida. As I talk about now, the Google app. Everybody around Tinubu is a criminal. They were all those boys who were fronting for him for drugs. Or his drug couriers. So a legion of criminals jumped on Nigeria. And they are doing a great job destroying it. He brought what is it called? Muhammadu Buhari. All right, he was the one who founded Muhammadu Buhari. Okay? Now, you see where Nigerian problem there? That's a Bola. I don't even feel talking plenty. He plenty. Because everywhere you talk about him is criminality. He's a criminal. Rogue. Total rogue. So, and he's a terrorist. And you don't know that he's a terrorist? Nigerians? You don't know he's a terrorist? He's connected to Boko Haram. He's connected to Mieti Allah. Did you see his son? When he went and joined the Mieti Allah terrorist organization. Well, I have the picture here now. See Tinubu. And people don't talk about it. You guys are crazy. Nigerians are funny. Very, 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 very funny. And I'll never begin suffer. And I'll never begin suffer. Seriously, this cry when I cry. And I go cry blood unless you change your ways. Nigerians, you are very wicked. You are so wicked to yourself. And then you come and be blaming someone else. You blame those people who try to bring you out of danger. You call us all kinds of names. Are you not the one suffering it now? And your suffer will not end until you decide to end your suffering. Yes, and in the middle of all this, some people still get mad. They call Jagaban. Hold on. I'm trying to look for his son, where he was initiated into Mieti Allah. He's a damn bloody terrorist. And you are here talking about what? How will Bola Ahmed Tinubu fight terrorism? He can't. He has no moral platform to stand on to fight terrorism in Nigeria. He can't. He can't even try it. Yes, I'm still looking. He can't. The masterminds of terrorism were the ones who brought into power. Yes, they were the ones who violated everything about Nigeria, who controlled the armed forces of Nigeria, who violated the constitution of Nigeria, who appointed the INEC chairman, yes, that helped him perfect the rigging in Nigeria that they brought into power. And then when he successfully did it, what did you people do? Citizens of true countries who know that there is what we call power of the people, they will stand up and say, no, you can't do this in our country. What did Nigerians do? Everybody went to sleep. And then he inaugurated himself as president. Yes. And with a look. And things started. The first thing he did was to buy himself a yacht, right? And because he has been dreaming about that. People are dying. The first thing he bought was a yacht. And he bought the corrupt members of a National Assembly SUV vehicles with 150,000 naira each. 150 million naira each, right? So those ones are in his pocket. Those ones that you thought, I didn't know if you even elected them. They were supposed to be elected to serve you, to make good laws for you, to bring about policies and procedures that will advance your cause. But what did he do? What did they do? They have now all turned against you. Yeah, here comes this is his son, say Tinubu. This is he was being initiated into Mieti Allah terrorist group. Tinubu is a terrorist. This is an evidence. America recognizes Mieti Allah as a terrorist organization. And they are responsible for all the killings in Nigeria. They sponsor the Fulani bandits destroying Nigeria. Yes. Their president, Bello Bodejo, raised 4,000 Fulani militias in the heart of Nigeria, Nasarawa State. Nasarawa State of Nigeria. He trained 4,000 and armed them. Armed them. The state governor of Nasarawa State, I know him personally. He used to live in Houston. Yes. He said nothing because he's part of it. He's a Fulani man. You know what? His wife is an Igbo woman. His wife here in America is an Igbo woman. He went to Nigeria and married a Fulani woman. The Igbo woman, do you have ever seen him in Nigeria? Seen her in Nigeria? Yes. I know him very, very well. Governor Sule, I know him very, very well. Right? They can't change. They can't change. I don't think his children here want to have anything to do with him. Yes, they can't change. Terrible people. All right? 4,000 Fulani militia armed. And then later, well, they say they arrested him. Arrested them. Where's the arm? Where are those people? They are in the forest across Nigeria. If you are a Nigerian, you don't even understand. You are inside that Nigeria. I just did here. This is a Tinubu right here, being initiated as a member of Mieti Allah. Make on the fear. All of honor. And now, Tinubu, you know what he did on his birthday? The insult you gave to you Nigerians at home. He bought millions of Bibles, millions of Bibles to distribute to Nigerian Christians. Can you do that to Muslims in their hungry state? You are buying them Quran. They will burn the whole country down. You fake Christians. Yes, where's Bishop Kuka? Bishop Kuka, that fake man, who said that the killing of our people is not genocide. Yes. He kept quiet. Okay, then his wife, Remi Tinubu, what did she do? She bought sanitary pads for Nigerian girls. Not all Nigerian girls, because I know it did not get to everybody. Sanitary pad. Sanitary pad. All right, sanitary pad. Is it that bad? Sanitary pad. That's what he bought for them. How many days worth of sanitary pad did he buy for you? Maybe one day. It's not like it's something that you're going to be expecting every month. He bought sanitary pad. These people are devious, demonic. You don't know what you put under your pussy. Yeah, but he give you sanitary pad on a take. People know they get angry. Nigerians don't get angry. Yes. And they are celebrating him. 2027 is coming. They will give her their votes. But may we not see political 2027 in Nigeria. The Nigerian political system will crash before 2027. That is the prayer. And I believe that is what is going to happen. Yes. We will see. We will live through 2027 as human beings. But politically, for Nigeria, there will be no 2027. Look at it. This to tell you that Tinubu is a terrorist. His son is at the front of everything. His son has the audacity to go to everywhere Nigerian youths are. So that tells you how weak and how docile Nigerian youths are. If this boy, he ought to have been drowned. You get the audacity. You are suffering, you have no job. You live a miserable life. He comes around you and he lives. He lives. You guys are crazy, Nigerian youths. Yeah, that's why we continue to tell you. Here's another one. Ahmad Gumi. That is his son. If his father is as bad, what do you expect of his son in Nigerian army uniform? He's a terrorist. Big time. All right? Nigerians are not dead to sleep. One day, this boy will topple the government and declare Sharia over Nigeria. The son of a terrorist is going to be a terrorist. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what is taking place. Your Nigerian army is gone. There's nothing like Nigerian army. So keep on wasting your time waiting for them. But the basic thing, look at Gumi with the terrorists, bandits in Nigeria's forest. He defends them. He makes cases for them. And you laugh over it and do comedy over it. Yes, instead of waking up. You are waiting for who to do it for you? You are waiting for Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump may come. He is going to come with his own type of problem. Yes. All right, but since we agree now that it's an emergency situation, we want to save lives. A majority of Nigerians favor that. That's your choice of Nigeria. I pray that it comes out well. If Donald Trump hopefully comes with a good mind to help the people of Nigeria, especially his beloved Christian brothers and sisters, I will appreciate that. But I will know that if he does, he's not going to just come and protect brothers and sisters in Christ. Other Nigerians other targeted Nigerian group like the Hausas will not be left alone. So we are hoping that things get better. But the situation in Nigeria is so bad. So bad. A country where, let me show you something. A country where a criminal like this, do you know him? Reno Mokri, right? You know him, a criminal. He's a criminal, mischievous person. All right? He's now nominated as an ambassador. That's how hopeless Nigeria has gotten. This is hopeless. It's not a time, not anything to celebrate. This is a criminal right here. He feeds off of negative feedbacks. He knows how to twist Nigerians. Millions of Nigerians follow him. But how many of you are following me who is telling you the truth? Reno never tells you anything true. All right? He's lying, so he has lied, and is going to become an ambassador. So it has to be, you have to be an evil man, you know, to be anything in Nigeria. Contrary to what it is elsewhere on earth. Contrary to what it is elsewhere on earth. So the people of Nigeria, what do you want? Yes, a young man here. Yes, a young man here. Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. What did he do? What did he do? He asked a question. Why is Nigeria not running well? If Nigeria cannot be run well, I'm going to live with my people. That's the only sin he committed. He didn't kill anyone. He's not a terrorist. He didn't go to Kano to occupy their land, to use AK-47 to run the people out of their city or their villages. Yes, he only agitated. And, you know, this so shit is in the Nigerian Constitution. If you have a copy of the Nigerian Constitution, or if you don't immediately have it, go and get a copy after you listen to me. Go. The right to self-determination is boldly written inside Nigerian Constitution. Right to self-determination. So now those prosecuting him, they prove that they are ignorant and illiterates who cannot read or write. Or those who read, they decide that they want to do harm. Those are the ones. All right? They ganged up, trumped up charges, went to Kenya, abducted him, brought him to Nigeria against international laws, found reasons. They couldn't even find a reason for their own charges that they listed because they couldn't try him. They brought one bastard called Justice Omotosho, all right, dirty judge, to do the job. He manufactured 3 grounds to jail an innocent man. Yes. Now they sent him to Sokoto of all places. You know what that means? That is a message, strong message. A strong message. I want to show you Nigerians something. Because especially the young Nigerians who have been denied or were denied access to authentic Nigerian history. I want to show you something. So when it's over, you go and learn something. You see this picture? Are you looking at this picture? This picture is a very strong message. Very, very strong message. Nigerians see this picture, they don't understand what is in it. This picture you see here, can you relate to it? Oni of Ife, fake Fulani Sultan in Sokoto, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This picture represents so much about the story of Nigeria, starting from 1914, the year of amalgamation. But I'm going to break it down for you. Let me find something before I go further. So it will sink in everybody's head. Nigerians need to know the truth about their country. They don't know. Majority of Nigerians don't know. I guess that's why they are the way they are. But my job is to bring this history to you. I hope I'll find that particular one. Maybe it's in another phone. I will show you those who signed the amalgamation treaty in Nigeria. All right? Those who signed the amalgamation treaty that put Nigeria in hell that is not supposed to be in. Yeah, it's another phone. All right, but on another day, I'm going to have to do an up close on that. So this picture you see here, the picture that I just showed you, is a picture of the journey of Nigeria. In summary, it summarizes the journey of Nigeria that most Nigerians do not know. Hear this picture right here. In 1914, when the British, out of the convenience of doing business in what later became Nigeria, became imperative, they decided to bring what they called their Northern Protectorate and Southern Protectorate together. All right? And that amalgamation took place in 1914. That was when they conceptualized the idea of building a country out of their business. Nigeria is a business, has been a business, and it remains a business. But we can change it if we are determined to make it work. Because that is why we exist. We exist to change the times. Are we ready to change the times? So they came, they selected two Fulanis. One of them became the Sultan of Sokoto. Yes. All right. You hear me? Two Fulanis. And then the other one became the Emir of Kano. You hear me? All right. Two Yorubas. One was the Alafin of Oyo at the time. And then the other one was the first Yoruba lawyer. You see, Yorubas have been studying. Yeah, the very first lawyer at that time. Was it already in 1914? He was a lawyer. All right, there were two. All right. Now, they went further to get the Shehu of Borno, who is a Kanuri, was a Kanuri. All right. And then they went to Calabar and got Obong Henshaw of Calabar. Calabar people, who are they? Either Ibibio or Efik. See? 6. And then there were 22 Britons in the business arrangement. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear any Hausa person? No, there was no Hausa. Did you hear any Igbo? There was no Igbo. There was no Urobo. There was no Isoko. There was no Baron. There was no Igede. There was no Idoma. There was no Ika. There was no Angas. There was no Jukun. Yes. All right. Which other place? And many of the country's nearly 400 ethnic nationalities were not represented. Only 6. 2 Yorubas, 2 Fulanis, 1 Kanuri, and 1 Efik or Ibibio. 6 signed us into hell. Maybe, I don't want to blame them because I don't think perhaps they know enough of what they were signing. But they were like the elites at the time. You know, the first set of people who went to school, you know, if you went to school in my time, you will see how powerful teachers were. Teachers were the most educated people. Yes, they can lie and take all your lands, take community lands from them, from communities, because they were sent as God. All right, so I believe that's how the people at the time who existed looked upon these 6 people. All right. Now, the amalgamation treaty was to last for 100 years to see if Nigeria, that's what they said, if Nigerians could live together. Now, I'm going to send you something. Oh, God have mercy. Yes. Aaron Smith. Just pause for a minute. Oh my God. Now I'm going to get this something. I'm ready tonight. to teach, to show you, ordinary Nigerian, you young, suffering young Nigerian who does not know your history. And when you wake up, I know many of you are sleeping. When you wake up to this. But I hope you have summoned the courage to watch this. Yes. Hey, where is this? I need to show you guys this. And it's not by me. So you see what Nigeria is. The fraud Nigeria is. The fraud that we can fix. Me and you can fix that fraud. And set all of us free. We are all in chains. Big ass chains. But we're going to be free. We're going to be free from this mess of Nigeria. Or we break the country so that those who want to build a true country or true countries will have the opportunity to build the country. Yeah, we cannot continue to pretend. I am for solution. I know we can solve it. The thing is access. The type of people we choose as leaders, what is destroying us? Because we sell our votes. We vote for people because they are from our towns. They speak our language. All right? We don't vote for them because they have abilities, they have competency, and good content or character. Yes, that is required to build, utilize, expand, extend. Yes, extend and sustain capacity beyond themselves for the good of the people of Nigeria. Yes. Now is the time. We got to have to wake up. We got to have to wake up. Hold on and try seriously to get something very, very important. Very, very important. And I'm not going to take that for granted. So you can see from those who were part of those who created this hell called Nigeria for us. So you go see it. And then cry if you want to cry. Wake up if you want to wake up. Or resign and remain slaves for the rest of your life. My job is to bring the truth to you. And I don't spare anything doing so. I'm not scared of anybody. Yeah, I'm not scared of anybody. I'm only troubled by what I can do that for some reasons I am not able to do because of I'm tired or I'm weak. But not yet. We're going to get to that. I'm trying to get this. Where is this? Yes. So Nigerians, man, we got to wake up and change our ways. Our ways is what is responsible for what is killing us. People choose good leaders. But Nigerians will open their eyes and choose bad, evil people because of little change that they have. Yes. So when you eat the fruit of Babylon, there is a price to pay for it. There is a price to pay for it. Yes. Yeah, man. I'm going to get this thing. Please bear with me as I look. I'm trying to get this. So just to buttress what I'm telling you about what happened to Nigeria. Nigeria is a business. Nigeria is a business. They sold the country. You know what? Let me get somewhere else. There's a lot of my recordings here. Okay, hold on, let me get. We'll go directly to the source. I think I'll get it. Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. History. Aaron Smith. Nope. Okay, let's see. How many can it take? Yes. So, we are in trouble. And the trouble was a trouble we created for ourselves. Can we overcome it? Sure, we can. We can overcome that trouble. Yes, because we are supposed to be responsive as normal human beings. But so far, we have not behaved as a people who are ready to build a country. Yes. Aaron Smith. Okay, good. I'm here. I hope we get this. You see, Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. Okay, yes.
We've looked forward to speaking to an African television station for decades. This is something we have looked forward to for such a long time, and we are so happy to be here. Thank you. Mr. Aaron Smith was a... We've looked forward to...
No, I want the full stuff, man. How did I get it the other time? Aaron Smith at ONN. Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. No, I have this. Oh my God.
Hello. And this is Aaron Smith.
No. Videos on this. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I didn't think that I was going to get to this extent, but now this message is expanding. Just to show you the truth about what Nigeria is about. What they have done to this country that we should not accept anymore. Hey, the Confessions of Aaron Smith. Starting confession by Aaron Smith. What British did to Nigeria. What the British did to Nigeria. Good. Thank you.
The British government rigged the first and most important...
All right. Here we go. Now, listen. 17 minutes. After this, we close this. I'll make a... This is Aaron Smith and his wife. He was a colonial officer in Nigeria, posted to Nigeria. You know, Oyibo people, when they want to die, they confess all their sins so that they can go into the kingdom of God. I bet he was getting close to that time. So when he made this video about what happened in Nigeria, the role he played and what he refused, that made them fire him and try to prosecute him, what he did. Now, if you're a Nigerian, listen very attentively. All right, let's go.
The British government rigged the first and most important election in the history of Nigeria in 1959 in favor of the North. Am I correct? Yes. How long were you in Nigeria for? From 1955 to 19... The British government rigged the first and most important election in the history of Nigeria in 1959 in favor of the North. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes, no, it's not the full thing. What is the full stuff, man? Ah, man. Okay. Let me see here.
Please listen to how Britain made Nigeria a dysfunctional state right on of its independence.
Ah, man. This is not... I want the full stuff. Man. Kai. And I have it. Full stuff. How Britain made Nigeria dysfunctional.
British government
They rigged the election of 1959, but that's not what I want. Some more. I want something much more than that. We know that. I want something much more than that. Come on now. See. Right then, what they did. Hopefully, let me see if I can find it here. Ah. Oh, this is short. This is short. Let me see. View channel. Manage videos. Okay, let's see here. Just please bear with me. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, so this is the hard Nigeria that they gave to us, but some people don't want us to change it, and we have not done enough to want to change what is happening or what has happened to our country. And it makes us look like we are a people who are like programmed to be robots. We should make some moves. We should change the tide. We have the capacity. We have the intelligence. We should live above religious, tribal, and regional nationalism. Yes, to change Nigeria is to be conscious. To change Nigeria is to abandon all the nonsense of the past that kept us divided as a people. That's the only way. If we cannot do that, we are not going to be able to make any dent on changing anything in Nigeria. We got to be able to do that. And that is exactly what we should do. Yes. Hi, Kai. Why am I not finding this? Aaron Smith. That's too strategic. I got a lot of videos here. Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. There you go. Damn. Yeah, man. A lot of videos. Aaron Smith. Why am I not finding it? Let me see. Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. I know I had it. Yeah. It's not what I'm looking for. It's short video forms.
She was a fan.
Nope. That's not what I want.
we look forward to speaking to an African television station for decades. This is something we have looked forward to for such a long time, and we are so happy to be here. Thank you. Mr. Aaron Smith was a... We look forward to speaking...
No, man. Come on. Aaron Smith. Damn. This is not good. Full videos. Okay, let me just search it. Full videos. Aaron Smith. Okay, let me get back here. Aaron Smith. Everything. Hey man, this is crazy. I don't know why I'm not finding this now. Aaron, so why do I find it? Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith. It's not even popping up that particular thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm still looking. This is nasty. This is not good. Because I just wanted to show you firsthand what this British man said about what the British people did in his own words, not in my words. I want you to hear it so it won't be like somebody hates some people and that is why he is irate. Yes, this is an account, of someone who was right there in Nigeria as a colonial officer. Yes, who supervised the first election in 1959 that he agreed was rigged in favor of what they called North. I am a Nigerian. I've never really believed in this concept of North and South. But it is in the head of many people. To stamp it out is another job. But we are going to make a great effort doing that. Because if we're able to get away from that mentality of North and South, which benefits only a few people, maybe we start a journey to a real Nigeria. But as long as we continue to have that mindset of North and South, our journey to Nigeria is like an optical illusion. Yeah, so that is a big problem. I just wanted to get this. I just watched this the other day, and I used it to do a presentation. I don't know why it's vanishing because I'm looking for it now. It becomes a problem getting it. I just wanted to see it. How come this whole thing just went away? Yeah, I saw it the other day. Well, can't find it. Aaron Smith. Yeah. Well, I did not see it here yet. Where else can I find this shit? Videos. All my videos are here. Mind-boggling. Wale Shankar. Unbelievable. And yeah, I've been captured. Way forward. Happening. Exactly. You don't want to. Adam Walker. Yeah, I needed to show you guys this. I needed to show you guys this because we are evidence-based. And we don't say what we don't know. I just wanted you to see this whole thing live so you can understand what is taking place in Nigeria. Nigeria is a colonial industrial complex. We have to break it. We have to consciously do something to remove ourselves from that. If we don't do it, and we continue to allow these criminals hold our country hostage, we will be in for a really serious trouble. So that is what it is right now in Nigeria. This generation must make a conscious effort to end the madness in Nigeria. And it is only us. Even if America comes, they're going to have to find a background information on how to help Nigeria or otherwise. Yes, otherwise the mess will be too much to comprehend. And the country is in a mess, terrible mess already. Yes. Big mess that Nigeria has become. God damn. Yeah. How come now that I'm looking for this thing I just done? Now when I stop looking, it's gonna pop up. I got over 2,000 videos. Wow, this is not funny. Breaking news, just to Peter Tosh. Oh, God. Man, I wish I could just land on this now. Well, that is it. Nigeria is in a mess, and you and I have a role to play to end that mess. So what we're going to start, if you people are holding our country hostage for 65 years, and it has become a generational crisis that this generation must solve. How are we going to solve it? Do a serious introspection. You are a young person. A young person was born in 1999 when they said democracy returned to Nigeria. It's how old now? Nearly 26 years old. Where are you today? Nowhere. So that tells you that some people who are holding the country hostage don't want any good to come out of you. So, and that requires you to rise up, to define yourself, and then build a network, years of your peers, to end their occupation of Nigeria. All right, jamming, hey! Yeah, I wanna jam in with you. Oh, jamming, and I hope you like jamming too. Ain't no rules and no vow, we can do it anyhow. Cause I and I will see you through. Every day we pay the price with the living sacrifice. Finally, I found it. Yes.
This is the absolute best phone holder for your car. Your phone clips right into it, and it attaches to your rear view mirror. So if you have a rear view...
Hello.
Yes.
Mrs. Carol Smith, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
This is Aaron and
How
Carol
delighted
Smith.
we are to be on Passion. We've looked forward to speaking to an African television station for decades. This is something we have looked forward to for such a long time, and we are so happy to be here.
Thank you. Mr. Aaron Smith was a young, bright, and principled Oxford University graduate who was recruited by the Colonial Office and posted to Nigeria. He took his final examination a year ahead of his class. He also married Mrs. Carol Smith, whom he met while they were both at Oxford University. Together they went to Nigeria, where they had their 2 children. Mr. Aaron Smith, you were featured in a program recently by BBC Radio 4,
Yes.
titled Document, and that was hosted by Mr. Mike Thompson. You were alleged that the British government rigged the first and most important election in the history of Nigeria in 1959 in favor of the North. Am I correct?
Yes.
How long were you in Nigeria for?
From 1955 to 1960. And we were based in Lagos. I was on the staff of the Department of Labour. I was largely occupied with employment problems, all the employment exchanges, and statistics, and international reports, and was kept pretty busy. I was also stationed in Lagos in charge of the capital and the port. I was the port labour officer as well. And I also devised a port labour scheme and later a social security scheme, which was one of the first in Africa, which guaranteed workers some income after they'd finished work. It was a providence scheme. As I say, it's called the National Providence Scheme, and I was very proud to have put that on the statute book.
I was going to ask you what your role is. You've mentioned 3 important. Is there any particular name given to your office while you were there?
I was a labour officer. a senior civil servant. I only intended to stay in Lagos initially for 2 tours of duty. Although, because of this conflict with the elections, there were difficulties. Actually, government wouldn't let me leave the civil service. They were determined that I should stay in the civil service after my 2 tours. And I was offered very considerable incentives, including a knighthood, to stay and work for government. Primarily this was because I had access to state secrets. I learned, and the Governor-General himself confirmed this to me, that the elections were rigged, contrived.
Did you hear
the
that?
intention was that the North should rule Nigeria.
The North should rule Nigeria.
Even in '56, the northern leaders were very proud and were saying, if they couldn't run Nigeria, never mind elections, they might not join Nigeria. They might leave. And we all thought, well, how would they say?
That's the Fulanis. If they couldn't run Nigeria, they would have to leave.
Not a great deal of agriculture, some groundnuts in the north. This wasn't very practical at all. And then it was the government
Born to rule mentality.
that the North couldn't, even if it won an election, rule Nigeria by itself. The South wouldn't stand for that. So there had to be a partner, either the Igbos in the east or the Yoruba in the west, to team up with the North.
Britain.
What he didn't
Evil.
want was for the 2 southern parties, the Igbo and the Yoruba, to team up to form the government, because he believed the North wouldn't tolerate that and talked about leaving the federation. So as I learned, in a small way at first, but very rapidly I learned about the election fixing. And as I say, this was confirmed to me by the Governor-General. He actually said that he wanted me to know the truth because he wanted me to know how much trouble I was in.
You mentioned statistics. You were collecting figures. Is that for labor and unemployed people only, or general?
Primarily, but obviously my interest was in the population
Of Nigeria?
Yes. And Awolowo, the Yoruba leader of the action group,
Yep.
and Chief Enaharo, they too, other people were saying, where are all these millions of people in the north? Where are they? We're going up there to campaign. We want to know, And you see all these, thousands of miles of not very developed countryside, and
Heavy duty, big boy step, customizable EVA phone deck.
the northerners are claiming that their voting
It's not Northerners, it's Fulanis.
are larger than in the south.
Not Northerners,
Larger,
Fulani elites.
Far more people up there. Well, actually, if you went through the Igbo land, Enugu and that, you saw lots and lots of people. If you went to Ibadan, Ibadan teeming with millions of people. But we didn't actually see many northerners, and obviously not many northerners at that time came to
That's where they
Lagos.
came with this
did arouse
fake
suspicion. Now,
numerical superiority. Fulani elites
what's going on in Nigeria.
connive with the British.
And we too are beginning to feel there's something not quite right here, that maybe the elections are not going to be as straightforward as they're meant to be. Nigeria was being described as the showcase of democracy. And it was expected that the nationalist leaders would win through. But actually, when the election results were announced by the Governor-General, before the vote was even in, didn't count for that. He didn't wait for that. I have to tell you, the British were counting the votes. And the British cannot be trusted. They look after their
The
friends.
British cannot be trusted. They look out for their friends.
For the British.
And their friends were the Fulani elites.
The emirs of the north. We looked
Emirs of the
on
North.
people like Inaharo and Awolowo as rather dangerous people. They might even be communists. That was ridiculous, actually.
Did you hear that?
They couldn't be communists in 1,000 years. But
That's
this
how
was
they
the sort
disordered
of
our
thing that
country.
was being said.
We didn't care who was more in number.
Getting a bit worried about all this. It wasn't quite the honest, straightforward election that we were hoping for.
Apart from Professor Anderson and Dr. Patrick Wilmot that supported your submission on the rigged election, there were other people who also served in the colonial office in your days. I mean, who opposed to this submission?
Initially, I was warned of what was going on by my senior officer, a Major Bunker. I didn't know, and I knew that the Governor-General had directed me to take all the office staff of the Ministry of Labour to help Chief Okoti Igbo in politicking in Warri. And this was most irregular, and I refused to do this. Having refused an order, I know what the drill is. You resign. I resign my post. That is the proper thing to do. What they did then was rather devious. They persuaded me to withdraw my resignation, and when I did, they sacked me.
Get
It
up.
didn't go through, but I thought this was a bit low after I'd resigned and was prepared to leave the country. This was not very nice behaviour. They later withdrew this and said that I had been of some service to the state and actually commended me for what I had done and said I could leave Nigeria with splendid testimonials, and we shook hands on this. And this was done with the recognition of the Deputy Governor-General, Sir Ralph Grey. And then I left Nigeria the first time and took up a job as a personnel officer, a very big job, with the Esso refinery. And then government came after me, declared that I was a traitor, and I had betrayed the British people, ought to be imprisoned. And I lost that job. And then they came to me again and said, it's all been a big mistake. Dreadful mistake. I'm a jolly decent chap, Oxford chap. And they put me on a plane straight back to Nigeria, where I'd make up for the time I'd been away. There was a great deal of good work for me to do. And we fell for this. We shouldn't have gone back, but we did.
Now, if you recall what you said about the role of the Governor-General and the attitude of the British government in particular, regarding the fear that Awolowo, Okoti Igbo, and the lot of them from the south are dangerous. Is there a particular reason? Why the fear from the British government? Is it that they don't want to release or relinquish Nigeria? They still want to control Nigeria?
They knew that the North would do as they said after independence.
They will do what they say, and they have been doing it.
The North would just, because it was their habit, they liked the British, whereas the nationalists were an unknown factor. Actually, when they took the flag down and hoisted the Nigerian flag, not one of the major nationalist politicians was there. They
were not there. They were angry. Yeah.
This was incredible. These were the people who had sought independence. The people in the North didn't want independence. They didn't want the British.
Nigerians hear this.
So this was a farce. And for most Europeans who were very close on watching this, we were disgusted. We thought this really had been manipulated, this election. It was unworthy. It was unworthy of the British people, this. This was no honest, straightforward thing that you would expect Britain, the mother of parliaments, to do. This was cheap and low and criminal. And I opposed it. And I opposed it then, and I've opposed it ever since.
You hear how he described Britain?
And I was warned, if I told you this state secret, my life could be forfeit.
Earlier on, you said The British government wanted the North in alliance with either of the southern region, either with the Yorubas or with the Igbos.
But
without which they cannot
they can't do this.
rule the country.
The problem was that Awolowo was a highly principled man.
Okay.
You didn't talk to Awolowo about squalid deals and fixing things. Awolowo was not that kind of person. If you read his books, this man was a world statesman. And his young lieutenant, Chief Enaharo, was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. However, they did do a deal with Sikh, Dr. Azikiwe,
Okay.
from the East.
After doing an average of $1.167 million per month in the year of 2024, this is the one thing that I would focus on if I wanted to be a world-renowned healer in 2025.
Dr. Azikiwe, there was this big problem in Nigeria. It's the same big problem in America and in Britain. How do you get funds to fight elections? The candidates in Nigeria had no money, but they did have marketing boards, which were a kind of semi-nationalized industry. And they borrowed money from the marketing boards. But there was a suspicion that Dr. Azikiwe, who has formed his own bank, the African Continental Bank, was actually bankrupt. But he was borrowing very large sums of money from the marketing boards and not necessarily repaying the loans. We knew this. We had a great secret service. All the politicians' phones were tapped. All the politicians' mail was opened.
They tapped all the politicians'
Everything that any
phones.
major politician did in Nigeria, we knew in hours. We watched. We knew all that was going on.
Are you saying, in essence, that Dr. Azikiwe took money?
He was blackmailed by the British.
He was
to do
blackmailed
our
by the
bidding.
British.
We told Dr. Azikiwe that he could go to prison if an inquiry was carried out into his bank and his financial circumstances. However, we would not want to be vindictive if Dr. Azikiwe was cooperative in helping forward the plans.
You see these people, right?
Best interests of Nigeria.
Yes.
Dr. Azikiwe has nothing in common with the northern politicians. He loathed the northern politicians. But Dr. Azikiwe went north, did as he was told, and what he was promised was this. The real power, effective power, would be in the hands of the northern emirs. However, it would look great.
The power will be in the hands of the northern emirs.
Dr. Azikiwe.
Nigerians see here why Nigeria is the way it is.
And an admiral's uniform. He asked, please, could he have a row of medals? But they said, well, no, that was a bit difficult, to get the medals. So when the ambassador started arriving, he was known to be asking people from foreign countries, perhaps they had a medal for his uniform. We thought this was terrible, but it was said that this happened. He was very vain. And for a time, he functioned.
You got to fight.
First the Governor General, and then when Nigeria became a republic, as the president. But he has no power. And when he did try to tell the army, he said, I'm the field marshal. The army has got to do with this. They said, hey, you're just a ceremonial figure. You have no power. The Prime Minister, Balewa, gives us our orders. So there was a feeling then that there was going to be trouble. And then it was because the Awolowo and the Action Group had become the official opposition. What we British wondered, how could they win?
That's it. Nigerians, did you hear that? You see the deep trouble we are in. It didn't start today. But this generation can bust it. And we have to bust it now. Or our unborn generations will remain slaves. With this, I come to the closure of this. I'm happy that I found this. Now I am going to relive this. So it will be a standalone broadcast for the people of Nigeria to see. Long video. But if you are patient and you are hungry for knowledge, there's no book that is too long that you cannot read. Take care. And from the link that you see below, you can access our earlier message and see how brutal it was. Bye for now. And a smart Mado Ajaja. Take care.